Hi, welcome back. In this video, we are going to learn about software testing lifecycle and their phases. So, if you could see, both software development lifecycle and software testing lifecycle seems one and the same. Why they seems to be one and the same? I'll tell you. Because if you could see, both has requirements analysis phase. Okay, that is one area where it seems somewhat similar. Okay, in software development lifecycle we have the requirement and analysis phase, and software testing lifecycle also we have requirement and analysis phase. The other parts are different, that I agree, but coming to the requirement analysis phase, it is the one and the same in both the life cycle, software development and software testing life cycle. In both those life cycles, we will be going through the requirements analysis, okay, and design as well. Okay. Now let's see each and every phase, and before that, we'll discuss what is the software testing life cycle, what is the design, and what are the phases involved. Okay. Let's go into the topic now. Right. Software testing life cycle is a approach. So, what kind of approach it is? It is to test the software application to ensure it meets the requirements. That is, software testing lifecycle helps us to test the application in a well manner to see if the developed application is as per the requirements or not. Okay. Here are the 6 different phases that we can see. First one is requirement analysis as discussed. The second one is test planning. Third one is test case design and development. Fourth one is environment setup. Fifth one is test case execution. Sixth one comes is test closure. Okay. Now we'll go through each and every phase in detail. Okay. What is the requirement and analysis phase? First one. So, as discussed, in development life cycle, we get the requirements that is analyzed by the BA. Okay. But in testing life cycle, the requirements to be analyzed by the testing team itself. Why? You may ask, why in the software development life cycle, BA analyzes and in testing life cycle, testing team should analyze? Now, here comes the answer. So, the requirements to be analyzed by the testing team because they have to understand the requirements. Testing team have to understand the requirements and they have to test the application based on those requirements. So requirement analysis need to be done by testing team in software testing lifecycle. Okay. Also, apart from testing team, there will be help of BA, project manager, and leads. Okay. These three will also analyze the requirements. What BA will do? BA will again see, as we have discussed in development lifecycle, BA will divide the requirements into epic stories and tasks. Okay, he'll schedule the explanation on requirement on the project. He'll schedule the calls for requirement of the functionalities. Everything is common. Okay, from BA. What about project manager? What about the lead? Why they need to understand this requirements? Because if project manager does not understand the requirements, the next phase will not be easy. That is test planning. Test planning needs to be done by the project manager himself. So project manager designs the test plan. He will design like how many test cases are required for this software application. How many stories we have and how many test cases are required for each and every story, and what is the scope of the project, how many team members do we need for testing, how many automation testers we need, how many manual testers we need, everything everything will be and man hours. How much time each and every person, each and every team member should spend to test the application to complete it on time. All these will be mentioned and in detail, mentioned in detail in the test planning part, test planning phase. Okay. So to design this test planning, first of all, project manager should go through the requirements, analyze it. Based on that, he has to design the test planning. Okay, he will go through n number of calls to BA, leads, and see what can be done to achieve this project. How the test planning should be. Everything will be discussed in detail and mentioned in this test planning document. Okay. Coming to leads. Why leads should go through the requirements and analyze it? Because team members, the testing team who are there, senior QA, junior QA, everyone, what they have to do if they are stuck, they have to reach to their immediate boss, and the immediate boss becomes the team lead itself. Team lead himself. So, if any team member has to reach the team lead should have the knowledge of the requirements in the first place. So, team lead have to go through the requirements and analyze it and understand. Okay. Next, the test planning phases where the plan action will be defined in a well-detailed manner. Like how many test cases would be required, how many team members do we need to have for manual testing, how many team members do we need to have for automation testing, how many man hours should each team member spend on the project. Okay, and if there are any bugs, what is the percentage of bugs that we can accept. All these will be mentioned in detail by the project manager in test planning document. Okay. After the test planning phase, it comes the test case design and development. Why it is called test case design and development? Because test cases will be designed by the manual testers, but they will be developed by automation testers. They will put these test cases in their code to run them and to run these test cases and execute it. Okay. So this is called test case design and development phase. So after the test case designing and development phase, next comes the environment. What is this environment? So if you remember in our previous video, that is software development life cycle video, we have mentioned about few different environments like local environment, dev environment, QA environment, what we say UAT or pre-live environment, production environment. These are the 5 different environments that are present. Okay, local environment and dev environment will be set up by the dev team, development team. Their lead will help in that, and the project manager will pitch in there to set up that. When the development phase is almost completed for any one of the modules, then or before that, QA environment will be set up. In QA environment itself, QA team will be testing the application. Okay, they are not testing the dev environment. Okay, in the QA environment itself, this testing should be performed. After the setup of QA environment, then we need the pre-live environment. And when we need this pre-live environment, when the project is almost about to complete, then this pre-live environment will be set up by the management. Okay, by the IT team, by the project manager. Project manager will discuss with the IT team and he will make sure that the delivery team, there will be a number of calls with delivery team, IT team, and project manager will be involved in every calls, and they'll make sure that before the project is almost complete or it is ready for live, it is deployed in the pre-live environment or UAT environment. Okay, in this UAT environment, who will be testing it? Most probably the project managers or leads, or in some cases QAT will be testing the application in UAT or pre-live environment. Okay. Next comes is the test execution part. Now, test execution part will be done by the testing team itself. And the test cases that are designed by testing team will be used by automation team as well as the dev team. So dev team will perform some unit testing part that we will discuss in upcoming videos. So dev team and the automation team will use the test cases that we, the manual testers, have designed it. So, and this test case execution will be performed in most probably in some tools. In some organizations, it will be performed in an Excel sheet. Okay. So whatever it is, the execution will be done by the testing team themselves. Then comes the final one, that is test closure. So what is this test cycle closure? What is this test closure is about? Test closure is completely about the submission of the documents. See, here I have written points on this. Okay. So test closure involves completion and documenting all the testing activities that the testing team has performed till that date. Okay. That is till the project is ready for the delivery. Okay. It includes the following things like test summary report, defect tracking, test closure report, knowledge transfers, and feedback and improvements. Okay. What are these? Summary report, it involves the number of test cases executed, bugs identified, how many pass, how many fail, the rate percentage of the pass and fail test cases, everything will be mentioned in the test summary report. Okay. Then comes the defect tracking. In the defect tracking, what is the defect tracking? The bugs that we have identified while performing the testing will be tracked until they are resolved. Once they are resolved, yeah, they will be in closed state. Fine. So what are the open bugs? They have to be tracked. Next, test environment cleanup. What is this test environment cleanup? And why do we need to clean up the environment? So once the testing is performed, once everything is tested perfectly, the test data need to be cleaned up. Okay, it had to be what we say, the data had to be archived. All the test data and its artifacts need to be archived. Okay, from this environment. Okay, this is the test environment cleanup. After that, next comes is the test closure report. What is this test closure report? What documents are involved? The test closure is done once we are closing all the testing activities. So it includes the objectives that we have designed earlier, the scope, schedule, and resources that were involved. All these comes under the test closure report. Next comes is the knowledge transfer. What is this knowledge transfer is all about? Knowledge transfer is to give the knowledge on testing process to rest of the team and the stakeholders. So rest of the teams are like marketing team, project managers, clients, who all are involved in this project apart from testing team. We have to give the demo, the knowledge transfer on the project to them. So this will be done by, again, either BA or the testing team. They have to take care of. Okay. Next comes is the feedback and improvements. So what is this feedback and improvements? Once the testing process is completed, there will be some learnings. Okay. All these learnings will be tracked and they will be used in our future testing processes. So guys, this is the testing software testing life cycle is all about. So these phases, both development life cycle, testing life cycle, are very, very, very important in a software world. Okay, so all you have to do is learn it thoroughly, understand it. Any questions, please to me. Okay, thank you guys. In the next videos, we will be going to testing models. So there are different software development lifecycle models. So we will and the methodologies are involved. So we will be going to each and every model and the methodologies that are involved. I'll be explaining on all of them. Okay. So Until then, see you on next video. Bye bye.